Hey, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to What a Vegan Eats, the channel in which I tell you about the delicious vegan food that I'm eating. And today I want to introduce you to a snack box that I just received. Now, snack boxes have been kind of all the rage online these days. You see more and more popping up. So before you think, oh, not another snack box, let me tell you this one is definitely unique. It really surprised me because it wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting a box full of just processed products and packages. And while those serve their purpose, I feel like they're a little getting oversaturated in the market. This one, however, is just one brand and it's completely raw, organic, and unprocessed. And I'm really impressed with it. And I think those of you who are looking for unprocessed treats will like this as well. This is from a company called GoodBites. And they just sent this to me a few days ago. And I have wanted to eat every crumb in this box, but I've held back because I had to share it with you before I devoured it. I tasted all of the products and they're so wonderful. So I love this box. It's so simple. You open it up and it looks a little different than it did when I first got it. But it just has this sweet kind of welcoming appearance to it. And it's packed with all of these homemade, handmade goodies. And it's all from this one company called GoodBites. So unlike the other options out there, just one company, and it's a very small company too, which is neat. So let me show you what's inside this one. I think there are a few different options you can get on the website. There is a snack box, and they even do, I believe, a smoothie box and a combination of them. And you can also get a fully vegan box or a box that has products with honey in them. So you get a few different options. In this one, it was mainly sweet snacks. So it included this Buck and Goods, which is made from buckwheat, coconut meat, agave, coconut sugar, vanilla, salt, and coconut oil. Super basic, really delicious. I've had versions of this before, and this is so tasty. Kind of like a raw, organic Rice Krispie treat, kind of that sensation there. Then these are so good. These date cookies. These have oat flour, maple syrup, coconut sugar, sea salt, coconut oil, date paste, vanilla, and raisins. Really hit the spot. And as the description probably, or the ingredients probably described, it's kind of like a raw oatmeal cookie. I'm not usually a fan of raisins and cookies for some reason, but I really like that one. Then there's the blonde macaroons, and these have coconut flakes, almond flour, maple syrup, coconut oil, vanilla, and sea salt. The only reason there are still 3 in the package here is because I'm very sensitive to almonds, so I was only able to have a little bite of this, but it's so tasty. I'm very sad. Fortunately, everything else in here is almond free, which is, I think, there's one product I'm unsure about, but that's very exciting because a lot of raw products will have nuts in them that I'm not able to eat, and a lot of these are nut free, which is also great if you're in a similar position, or even seed free, so that also brings down the fat content, aside from maybe the coconut. That probably makes up for the difference. This is probably my favorite thing in the box. This is the coconut brownie bites, and it's coconut flakes, cacao powder, maple syrup, coconut oil, vanilla, and sea salt. I really wish this whole box was full of these. These are so incredible. They do taste like a brownie and a macaroon put together. This is the first thing I'm going to eat when I'm done with this video. Wow. Another product I thought was really cool is their mango fruit roll-ups, which are just apples, bananas, and mango. And they taste just like a fruit roll-up, except super unprocessed, really, really clean, the right balance of sweet. These are so great for kids. In fact, this whole box is wonderful for kids or the kid in your heart if you're eating it yourself. Then there are the curry cashews, which are made with cashew, agave, maple syrup, curry powder, cayenne powder, and sea salt. Great kind of combo between sweet and savory. Very satisfying. And I like that they come in small packages. I'm not entirely sure if the one that I was sent is the full-size version. I'm guessing that maybe when you order it, you'll get bigger packages. This might have just been smaller sizes for me, but I'm not sure. You'll have to investigate on the website. But I was going to say that it's nice that there's small amounts in here, because if you're anything like me, when you really like the taste of something, you tend to overindulge and eat so much of it, and then you feel like you had more than you really needed to, especially when it comes to the sweet stuff. I love this so much. If I had received like a box of these, it would have been gone in a night. Seriously, they're that good. But because there were only 3 in these, I had to really savor them and slow down and take my time with them. So it's nice to have smaller portions. Lastly, I'm not sure what this is because there's no label on it, but these are some sort of raw cracker. Really tasty. I've been a little afraid to eat these because I suspect that there's definitely seeds or nuts in this. I don't know if there's almond yet, but if you're not sensitive to almonds, go for it. And I will double check and find out. They're really good. They're kind of like a raw version of a Cheez-It. They got that cheesy flavor. There's definitely nutritional yeast in this. I feel like it could be walnut. I got to find out. I didn't actually have a sensitive reaction to it, so maybe they are almond free, but I will put that in the description field below when I find out the answer to that. So that's what's inside this box. I wanted to read you a little bit more information if I piqued your curiosity. So what's really neat about this is the founder started her company GoodBites because she was diagnosed with a genetic disease and doctors weren't able to figure it out for her. Story of so many people that have turned to their diet to heal. And for her, she turned to the raw food diet and was able to feel so much better. She doesn't use the word heal here, I don't believe, but she says that she feels good again through the raw foods diet, which is really neat. She's a single mom, and her son, as she was doing this raw food diet, her son was telling her that he didn't like the snacks that she was buying on the shelves. For whatever reason. So she started to make her own versions, and thus GoodBites was born. And I can tell you that they definitely have a different flavor than your typical raw packaged snacks. They just taste so fresh. So even though raw foods are not meant to be too shelf stable, they're usually shelf stable enough to last at least a few weeks or a month, whereas this needs to be refrigerated, and it would probably only last in your kitchen unrefrigerated for a few days. So there's a really huge difference in the level of processing and packaging and the ingredients used and the salts used and all of that. The flavor is just so much stronger in these and not overpowered with like a salt, which is a typical preservative in raw foods. So I mentioned that they're handmade in small batches. They're organic, they're raw, they're non-GMO, they're gluten-free, and they're soy-free, which is wonderful. And lastly, I wanted to finish by sharing her mission with this box is to provide energy and sustenance between meals without sacrificing taste and fun. And I really think that GoodBites achieves this. Each bite is really good. So the products live up to the name, and they're definitely a great in-between meal, but I also think they're so wonderful as desserts. Anytime you want a sweet treat, you can take one of these out. And the boxes are a little pricey because of the high quality ingredients and the no processing going on, but if you think about savoring them and stretching the amount of time that you have instead of gobbling them all up, like for a typical person, they could probably eat this entire box in one sitting, right? But if you were to slow yourself down and just really enjoy it, you can make this last, and it's definitely worth the money. Plus the convenience factor. You don't have to go to the store. It's delivered right to you, and you don't have to make it at home. Making products like this is very time consuming, and the ingredients are costly. So I think that it's definitely worth looking into the box if you're looking for a quick fix. You have a busy lifestyle, you want to please your kids, you want to try something different, you want to support a small brand. I'm all for GoodBites, and I'm so grateful to have been able to give them a try, and I cannot wait to hear what you think. You may have actually seen GoodBites around. They've been popping up in stores in Southern California for sure. They've been in New York too, apparently, and San Francisco. Dean and DeLuca and Whole Foods. They carried their truffles, but I don't believe their truffles are vegan. I think they have honey in them, and hopefully these other products will start to expand. So if you see these in stores, try them out. If you're okay with honey, try out the truffles. And if you order the box, please let me know in the comments if you like it as much as I did and what your experience has been. I love hearing from you, so definitely chime in. And if you're thinking about getting it, tell me too. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little honest review of the food that I've been eating. If you want more like this, you can check out the main Eco Vegan Gal channel as well as the Eco Vegan Gal website. If you like any of these videos that I ever do, please give them a thumbs up. And if this is your first time coming to this channel, if you just happened upon it to learn about GoodBites, you can subscribe to this channel too to see more video reviews and thoughts and even recipes. And lastly, I would love to hear from you on social media. And I always say that it's not just about connecting with me, but it's about connecting with other people, because there are so many great people on social media networks. So if you see me retweeting someone or having a conversation with someone, jump in, follow them, check them out, see what's going on. Your eyes will be open and you will learn about more brands like this and more aspects of healthy, vegan, and eco-friendly living. Okay, that's it for today. I will see you next time. Bye.